So Randy comes out and, continuing the part of the Triple H era of not leaving stories with like loose ends.
Listen to her.
So Randy comes out and he's like, hey, by the way, I kind of feel like I'm the reason that you have that title. I'm the reason why you were in that match to begin with, because you beat me at King of the Ring, but did you really beat me? So he officially challenges Gunther for the World Heavyweight title as somewhat of a rematch from the King of the Ring. And it doesn't take long for Gunther to accept. So we are going to be seeing that at Bash in Berlin. I guess I wanted to ask your take on Randy being Gunther's first opponent, because there was a lot of mixed reaction to this. And a lot of it seemed negative, which I didn't really understand because it's Randy Orton. So
can I ask what the biggest negativity that you saw from it was? That they are not sticking to the draft?
No.
Was that one? Oh, really? Good.
No.
Okay, because I hate
the
that
biggest
one.
complaint was that Gunther's not losing. So Randy doesn't really have a shot at winning the title. So
yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's just all right. Sarah, we're gonna step outside the box and see why this is the perfect first feud for Gunther. Because who is he going to feud with right now on Raw where it logistically makes sense? A rematch with Damian. Damian's kind of too heated, and as we'll talk about later on, is not really focused. He'll get it back. All right. Who else? Jey Uso? No. He already beat Jey Uso, and Jey Uso is not.
Seth,
and
Punk,
Sammy's
Drew
Seth
are
and
all
Punk
doing other things.
They're all doing their things, okay? So what do? You do a callback to something that I don't know, but I would like to, in my heart, hope that this was planned out far in advance.
I don't think so.
The whole of the shoulders, if it was a mistake. And if it was a mistake, let's go back to the pivoting on how great the pivot was. Now they're just using it in all aspects of the business right now. So for Orton to be his first feud, it one legitimizes his title reign. Right off the bat, beating a guy like Randy Orton, that's legitimizing your reign immediatamente. And two, you have to think business-wise here, people. All right, what is going to sell as a main event at Bash in Berlin? Randy Orton versus Gunther is a hell of a main event for him to be in his home country or home I'm going territory. We're going a wrestling term. I'm taking it. His wrestling territory of Germany. And having him go up against one of the biggest stars WWE's ever produced. Yeah, I fucking love it.
I think
I swore.
The hypocrisy in all of it is that the same people complaining about Randy being the first opponent were the people complaining about Randy's shoulder being up. So it doesn't really make any sense that fast forward to, Gunther coming out with the prize from his King of the Ring match, and you're complaining that he's now going to have a rematch from King of the Ring with the guy that you were mad about because his shoulder was up. Like, what are we doing? And
I just have one thing to call these people. You fickle pickles.
And the thing is, there are so many instances with title defenses where you feel like you know who's going to be the winner, or it's obvious that this person's not going to lose, and it's like you're just choosing to be upset. We're not talking about Roman Reigns heading into almost year 4 of being champion and he's not going to lose. We're not at that point with Gunther. He hasn't defended it yet. Is he going to lose it at Bash in Berlin? 99% is going to say no. But that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad match. That doesn't mean that Randy didn't deserve to be the number 1 contender for it. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like, all right, yeah, it makes Gunther look good. It gets Randy in the main event of a big show of their first PLE in Germany. Like, what are we complaining about?
Also, another thing, Sarah, I just want to contribute here. How annoyed is everyone with Randy Orton feuding with the Bloodline? Okay,
that's the thing. People have been begging for stuff like this, like get Cody away from the Bloodline, get Kevin and Randy away from the Bloodline, like, and that's happening, and you're mad?
You're mad. Why are you mad?
The other thing I saw people complaining about is that they wish that he had been going after Cody for the title. And I've been trying to tell people on my small little platform, whether it's on Twitter or on YouTube, that is not going to happen anytime soon. But people do not listen, because I'm like, both of these guys are so over right now, and they're so loved by the fans. They're not going to pit them against each other until one of them is a heel. It's just not happening. And is Cody Rhodes going to be a heel? Absolutely not. He might become the next John Cena that literally never turns. It just depends, like, if the fans embrace him as this lovable guy, you know, the way that they did with John Cena for that many years. Otherwise, Randy's going to have to turn heel. And right now, he's having the time of his life in the role that he has been in. You know, it's something that he has said over the last however many years, stemming back to, you know, RK Bro. Like, he said it was some of the best time of his career. So until he decides that he's willing to be the bad guy again, I don't see anything happening with him and Cody. So to act like disappointed is ridiculous. Not to mention, they have not said Randy was traded to Raw. I think that they're just saying because of the events that happened at King of the Ring, he's getting the okay to go against Gunther, which I'm like, I think that's totally fine.